Hello my fellow readers, in this video I am going to be opening up another FairyLoot. This came fairly recently. It's been a little while now, but still fairly recently, especially compared to some of the other ones. This should be my June box, if I'm remembering correctly. This should be June, and without a doubt July will be coming in soon, but that's okay. Let's see what we got for June. And once again, I think I say this every time, but this is the YA and adult book only box. So this is the one where you do get whatever the YA book was and whatever the adult book was for FairyLoot, but just the book. I don't get any extra things. I just don't have the space for them, so I don't take them. So let's see what's number one. And of course, before I open, they always come sleeved. Front and back, their little logo, and happy reading. So that's what we get for number one. See if this is adult or YA. Also, I didn't see any hints this time, so I have no clue what I'm opening. Okay, this one, the box theme was Demons and Deities, and this is the adult box, so this will be the adult book. And the book is The God and the Gumio. Sometimes when it's like scripted, I cannot read what it says. So Gumio. Okay, The God and the Gumio. And this is by Sophie Kim. And I will show off more of the book in a minute. First, I'm going to read the postcard. And it's June 2024, Demons and Deities, The God and the Gumiho by Sophie Kim. Our featured book of the month is The God and the Gumiho by Sophie Kim, a story of a meddlesome nine-tailed fox who must team up with a handsome exiled trickster god to chase down a powerful demon that has escaped from the underworld. All this whilst keeping her true identity under wraps. Your FairyLoot exclusive edition has an exclusive cover, artwork on the reverse of the dust jacket by Mona Finden, a foil design on the hardcover by Blanca Design, digitally sprayed edge with solid top and bottom edges, character artwork on the end papers with foil designed by Mona Finden, bonus content, and an author letter bound into the book with a digital signature. Okay, so let's take a closer look at this book. I do love foxes and fox artwork, so I do love this cover. And it kind of reminds me of the Darker by 4 cover. And it says on the back, he's a fallen god, she's a shape-shifting fox. They'll do anything to outsmart each other, anything except fall in love. Dun dun dun. So this is obviously going to be another romantasy. And yeah, this is definitely, I don't remember who the artist was for Darker by 4, but it definitely reminds me of the Darker by 4 design style. There's the reverse cover. And then inside we have the characters. Ooh, that's pretty. I didn't see that until then. And then the naked book. Lovely. And then of course these sprayed edges. And the up and bottom are just blue. Nice. It is pretty, no denying. And then inside is the letter. And I think that's it. I don't think there's anything else. I will quickly read what the publisher synopsis of the book is, just to see if there's a little bit more details. I had not heard of this book, so this is new to me. There's no way I would have guessed it, even if I had read any of these spoiler clues. So this says, Kim Honey, the once terrible Gumiho, known as the Scarlet Fox, spends her days working at a cafe and trying not to let a certain customer irk her. Sioka, a trickster god exiled from the heavens, spends his days hunting demons, pining for his lost home, and irking a particular Gumiho. When a demon of darkness escapes the underworld and the Scarlet Fox emerges from hiding before quickly vanishing, Sioka is offered a chance at redemption. Kill them both and his sins will be forgiven. But Hani is prepared to do anything to prevent Sioka from bringing her to justice. Anything that is except fall in love, which of course was the tag on the other part. So interesting. This reads very young, and it looks like, and I think I did read something from Sophie Kim before, but she was a YA author, and this is one for adults, so we'll see. It does look like, I mean, to me it's giving youth or like new adult, so we'll see how old the characters are and what happens, but I'll definitely check it out because it does also read up my alley, so we'll give it a try. And then next, this will be the YA book. And it is, oh my gosh, I have this book. I have this book. I've already read it. I don't know what I'm going to do with this version because I just literally bought the two new kind of special editions with it. Anyway, it's The Darkness Within Us by Tricia Levenseller. And, what should I do first? I guess I will read the postcard first, then I'll show you more details of the book, and then I'll talk about the book because I have, like I said, already read it. I actually listened to an arc of the book through NetGalley, and I will just say quickly, it's the companion to The Shadows Between Us, The Shadows Between Us, The Shadows Between Us, whichever. An earlier book, I think that was out 2019, 2020? It's been a while since that book was out, and I did not expect it to have a companion at any point. I thought it was just going to be a standalone, but then this one came out. So anyway, book only, young adult box. Decadent Desires for June 2024. The Darkness Within Us by Tricia Levenseller. Our featured book of the month is The Darkness Within Us by Tricia Levenseller. In this opulent tale of cunning and splendor, our ambitious main character is just one step away from obtaining her wildest dreams of wealth and power, but how far will she go to obtain her desires? Your FairyLoot exclusive edition has an exclusive cover colorway, a foil design on the hardcover by Michaela Alcano Design, I hope I got that, and Sushik Art, reversible dust jacket artwork by Sushik Art, end papers with foil also by Sushik Art, and digital sprayed edge with the top and bottom edges, bonus content, and an author letter bound into the book with a digital signature. That is a interesting nose choice. It's the artwork that goes with it on the postcard. And then there's the cover, the back, sprayed edges. And on the back it says, "My husband is taking too long to die." And then it says, "A clever and deadly heroine who is just as much a beauty as a beast. Fans of Alessandra are sure to fall in love, are sure to fall just as hard for Cassandra." Catherine Purdy, the #1 New York Times bestselling author of Bone Cries Moon and The Forest Grimm. So I have read Catherine Purdy's work, and so she was a fan. Let's check out under the jacket. Here is the artwork. The book. Artwork inside. Did that show? Like, hopefully it showed because I can't see it when I pull it up. And then the letter inside. And then I will quickly read the synopsis from inside the book, and then, like I said, I'll go over what I thought about the book since I already finished it. Chrysanthia Stathos has won. By hiding her intelligence and ambition behind a mask of beautiful, air-headed girl, she has become a wealthy duchess, and once her elderly husband dies, she will have all the freedom and money she's ever wanted, or so she thought. A man claiming to be her husband's estranged grandson has turned up to steal her inheritance, and to make matters worse, her little sister Alessandra is about to become a queen. So Chrysanthia resolves to upstage Alessandra at her own wedding, and as for this grandson, he may be extremely handsome and mysterious, but he has to go. And this also includes a new chapter exclusive for FairyLoot readers, so definitely check out the new chapter. Like I said, I actually just got a copy of this book fairly recently. I did the Amazon pre-order. They did like a re-release of The Shadows Between Us and this one, and they had like sprayed edging on the side, and they match, and they look really cute together. In fact, I might go show you. Hold on one second. I will show you these books. Okay, so literally just got these from Amazon. This is the release of The Shadows Between Us, and this is The Darkness Within Us, the one that I just got. And they have these beautiful sprayed edges. Much of the rest of it is just like the trade release. It doesn't look different, but I loved the stenciled sprayed edging, so I just got this book. I don't know, I always think that's funny when that happens. I do think it's also funny that the thickness is different. I think just slightly, like this book is taller and it feels a little bit chunkier, but like just a little, like just a smidge more. You can probably see it better from this side. And that is funny to me. Anyway, as for my thoughts about this book, since I did listen to the audio, like I said, at first, I wasn't paying that much attention because I felt like I didn't love The Shadows Between Us. Then I gave it a re-listen, and I realized I liked that book much more than I thought. So then I borrowed the arc of it so I could review the book and also check out how it was. I liked the book. I think I actually prefer The Darkness Between Us, or The Shadows Between Us, but The Darkness Within Us is pretty good too. In it, we obviously follow Alessandra. She has married this older man so that she could get his title, and she is hoping that because he's older, he's going to pass away soon. So that's like the whole point, is just to get rid of him so that she can have control over her life. Because whereas in the previous one, Chrysantha, she sort of fought her way to getting what she wanted. She accepted the fact that she was never going to be as beautiful as her sister and be given these things or directed in the way that her sister was. So she just kind of went full force into life and just happened to stumble upon being somebody that the prince was interested in. And that's a whole other story. And if you want to read that one, go ahead. It's been, like I said, it's been out for years now. Go and check it out. Her sister, we kind of think has been spoiled and has been able to get what she wanted all her life. Like, that's kind of the idea that we get from her in The Shadows Between Us. But then what The Darkness Within Us gives is that it wasn't really that she was spoiled or entitled. She was doing what she could to gain control and power of her life. And she just decided to do that by giving the men in her life what she thought that they wanted in order to grant her power. And so she made herself small in order for her father to allow her to kind of choose the guy that she wanted. And in this case, the best one was the one that she marries. Because he's older, she feels that she can manipulate him and get away with whatever she wants. And that does kind of work. Like, since he's more like bedridden, she doesn't have to have carnal knowledge of the older gentleman, if you know what I mean. So for the most part, she's right. Like, it works out for her where she's able to manipulate the situation and get what she wants. The guy passes away. I won't give you details about that, but he does pass away, and suddenly she has command over the manor, and she's making changes, and she's so excited to finally be able to live the life that she wants to, and then suddenly her life is disrupted by this guy who comes in and is claiming that he was the grandson of this person, and she's like, I don't know how this can be because I was looking into all the records and I found no trace of this guy. So from then on, they are pitted as rivals or enemies. She's looking for a way to get rid of him, and he is kind of looking for a way to get rid of her, even if he kind of has to. Okay, for him, I will say it flat out. His way of getting rid of her is because she is young and attractive. He wants to marry her off to somebody else so that he can have this. And there are reasons why he wants the manor and he wants the money and what have you. You get to follow all that. And these are romanticises. So read into that what you will. This is an enemies to lovers tale, and it's just them uncovering the truths about one another, coming to see each other in a different light, and where their relationship can progress and what's going on. Can it progress? And there are other characters in the background. So like I say that, and there is romance, but there's other characters as well that have kind of been helping her out, and maybe also don't want to see her taken advantage of or shoved away. So, I don't know. I thought it was good. I obviously liked it enough to where I ordered the physical copy of the book. And so now, yes, whenever this happens, I'm always just like, really? Really? But I wanted the two that matched, and that's why I bought the Amazon. Really, I mean, I think you could have gotten them from Barnes & Noble too, but I ordered mine from Amazon. But I did because, you know, they matched. They were going to look good on the shelf. And now I have another copy. And I don't know what to do with it because I like that it has, like, extra chapter and it's designed specially, and I just feel torn now. But it is what it is. I would recommend giving this, it's not serious, this duology. They're kind of more just companion books than true duology, but I would recommend giving the two books a try if you like romantasy, if you like... You know what's interesting is that The Shadows Between Us and The Darkness Within Us are, I think, marketed as YA, but also are kind of on the borderline of adult, and I just find that interesting. So I will definitely have to compare this book with the other book that came in for the month because, like I said, when I was looking at the cover, that read very young to me, so I wonder if they actually are on a similar age group and would therefore be more like new adult than actual like adult or YA. I don't know. I'm just spouting things now. But I don't know. I look forward to checking out the other book. I'm probably not going to do another reread or review of this because I already have, and I've essentially told you what I think. I liked their relationship in this book and the relationship that she has with all of the other characters in the book, but I'm not sure that I liked it as much as The Shadows Within Us. I did like getting to see it from her perspective and how it's not like she wanted to be an enemy of her sister or see her sister mistreated. She almost thought that the way that she was presenting herself and allowing her to be the perfect child of the father was allowing for her sister to have more freedom and to live the life that she really wanted to. So it's a very strange relationship, and so I'm glad that this one explored that you didn't just kind of see her as a 2D, like, semi-wicked / spoiled sister from the one book. I am glad for that, but like I said, I'm not sure that I like it more than the first book. I thought that the first book, the two main characters were very interesting characters. They had a lot going for them. This one, they were still both interesting. Again, I liked her explanation of who she is and what she was trying to do, as well as him and his whole backstory, because there's a lot going on there. And I don't know, I almost see, like, this one had quite a few Beauty and the Beast vibes, but not necessarily, almost, what else would I compare it to? It is very fairy tale-esque, so I do think if you like that, if you like fantasy, you like fairy tale-esque stories, I think you'd like both of these. I've obviously enjoyed both of them. I obviously would recommend them. I don't think I want to say more than that, because I think that if you're interested at all, you should give them a read. And I will just say, like, for the most part, Trisha Levenseller writes very good fantasy reads, and so I would recommend her books. I very much so enjoyed, let me see if it lists them in here, because I think I saw them. The Blade of Secrets and Master of Iron. I liked both of those books, and so I would say if you want more kind of traditional epic fantasy, go for those two. These ones have more of a fairy tale-esque fantasy element. You know, think like Beauty and the Beast. Think of, I'm trying to think of the one, what was it called? there's a story of a prince and he's in disguise. Think more along those lines for like these two. So if you like more fairy tale, do these. If you want more epic fantasy, try the other one. But I would say like try Trisha Levenseller. She's actually a very good author. I like her characters. And you know what? That's it. That's it for this video. Until next time, bye.